A dance class is a space of high energy and loud music, where traditional management methods often fall flat. But what if the chaos isn't from the dancing, but the moments in between? Up to 80% of disruptions occur in these empty spaces. Even the studio mirror, your most common tool, can work against you by increasing distraction and off-task behavior. And the natural impulse to raise your voice over the music is often the least effective way to regain control. We will now reveal a framework of specialized strategies built for the studio, focusing on environment, structure, psychology, and communication. First, let's stop fighting the studio environment and start conducting it. Think about your room. Are there dead zones where focus goes to die? Let's return to the mirror. It's not just for correction, it's a powerful social and psychological force. For new steps, have students face away from it. This works because it shifts focus from how do I look to how does this feel, reducing the anxiety that fuels acting out and building kinesthetic sense. For younger dancers, create physical boundaries. Using polyspots or floor tape gives them a home base, preventing disputes over personal space. Establish auditory rules that mean focus now. In tap, a taps off, focus on rule creates a powerful contrast, conditioning students to listen. The music's tempo is also a management tool. If the room gets frantic, switch to a lower BPM track during breaks to physically calm the class. So you've controlled the physical space. But what about that empty space and time we mentioned? Why is it so prone to chaos? The solution is to treat transitions like choreography. Give a specific task like saute in 8 counts to your spot to fill the unstructured time. This works because uncertainty creates anxiety, and anxiety leads to misbehavior. A simple visual schedule on the wall also reduces impatience. For students who consistently demand attention, proactive structure is vital. Don't fight for their focus. Assign them a role that commands it, like music operator. This is so effective because it doesn't suppress their need for the spotlight, it redirects it. You transform a liability into a class asset. Structure can be emotional too. A 30-second wind circle check-in at the start of class lets students park outside stress, preventing it from leaking out later. Now that your environment and structure are set, let's refine your communication. Ever feel like you're shouting into a void? There is a better way. The best tool to get attention isn't volume, it's contrast. Abruptly stopping the music and lowering your voice makes students lean in to hear you. Verbal requests for basic needs break everyone's focus. Use simple ASL signs, R for restroom, W for water. A nod is all you need to respond. You can also correct behavior without confrontation. Instead of "Stop talking, Sarah," use positive narration. "I see Maya is in a perfect first position." This positive approach extends to touch. Asking "May I adjust your hips?" builds immense trust and prevents a fight or flight response in sensitive students. But what if the behavior isn't defiance? What if a student who fidgets, leans, or crashes isn't acting out, but seeking sensory input? This is proprioceptive seeking. Their nervous system needs intense input to regulate. A 10-second heavy wall push can satisfy this need instantly. When a student is caught in a behavioral spiral, you can break it with a grounding technique. Ask them to name 5 things you see in the room. Your consequences should also be psychologically sound. Instead of a timeout, use logical consequences. Misuse a prop. The prop gets put away for that exercise. We've covered the environment, class structure, and individual psychology. But how do you get everyone focused as a single, cohesive unit? You make focus a team sport. Use the secret student technique. Announce an observer as rewarding group focus. This builds peer-to-peer accountability. Now let's connect the dots. Remember the wind circle check-in? That's your chance to identify a student who might need a grounding technique later on. And recall turning students away from the mirror? Combine that by having them mirror you instead. This uses the environment to strengthen your nonverbal bond. Bringing it all together. You've choreographed a transition. A student can't handle it. The consequence isn't punishment, they just walk to their spot. Mastering your classroom isn't one trick. It's about conducting the environment, building proactive structures, understanding psychology, and using precise communication. These are not generic tips. They are specialized strategies designed for the unique pressures and opportunities of the dance studio. Ultimately, superior management moves beyond control. It creates a predictable, safe, and focused atmosphere where artistry can truly flourish. What is your #1 classroom management technique? Tell us below.